Today is a day all about you, self-care. Watch TV or not. You can go outside and people watch and just look at nature. You can breathe that fresh air in. You can just relax inside and sip tea while you people watch from the comfort of your home. Or you can dream about a meal just for you. This is Justine back with another episode of In the Key of Yum. Alright, so for this episode, the title is Table for One. Yes, just you. You, yourself, and you. Yes, just you. Alright, so for this episode, we are making a dish, of course, like I said, for one person, and we're also going to have a great dessert. So, our entree is a tomato roasted pesto over salmon, and for our sides we are going to have couscous and asparagus. Now we also have a dessert, and the dessert is a blackberry raspberry crisp with a side of ice cream. You ready? Are you sure? Alright, so let's get ready. But before we can start cooking, we need our music to play, right? So our soundtrack for this episode is amazing. I have picked out 2 songs that I thought were great for, the single person or for the person who is just saying, hey, I'm taking a day for myself. So the first song is Private Party by Aire. I'm having a private party. Ain't nobody here but me, my angels, and my guitar saying, baby, look how far we've come, yeah. All right, and our second song is an oldie but always a goodie, Don't Take It Personal by Monica. Just one of them days that a girl goes through and she's angry inside. Don't want to take it out on you. All right, so now you have either one song on repeat or both songs on a loop. Are you ready? Let's start prepping. Ghetto, ghetto. Put it on the salmon. Your salmon is on top of foil, which is on top of a baking sheet, and there's oil on the foil as well. You take your seasonings of red pepper flakes, rosemary, sage, kosher salt, cumin, pepper, and cayenne pepper, and go on and just put that on there. And you're gonna rub it in. Make sure you say some of the seasoning for the asparagus. I'm gonna use that later. Yeah, just rub it down really good. Take your onions and place it around the salmon. When it cooks, they're gonna get really limp, but they're gonna soak up the juices from the salmon, and that's gonna be really, really good. Take your parsley, and we're just gonna go on and rip it and just drop it on top of there. Or you can chop it if you want to. Take your minced garlic and toss that on top. Now here is the pesto. I used canned roasted tomatoes because I couldn't find roasted tomato pesto, which actually exists. So if you can't find it, that's a great alternative. Just scoop it up and put it on top. Just like that. Spread it out a little bit. You want most of the salmon to be covered with it. And if you want to use less, use less. This is just what I prefer to use. And you're going to get a piece of foil. You're going to wrap it up and pop it in there. In your small saucepan with the broth, butter, and seasonings, bring it to a boil and then pour your couscous in there. Once you do that, you're going to want to stir it around the pot so it's equally distributed, and then you're gonna let that come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, you're gonna put the top on, and then you're gonna bring it down to a simmer, and then that's it. In a small baking dish, we're gonna melt 3 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna put our raspberries in there, our blackberries, and then we're gonna toss it around. We're gonna get it coated in the butter. We're gonna add cinnamon, a small portion of flour to thicken it up, and some sugar, and we're gonna pop it in the oven.
Let's pull that salmon out, take the foil off, and pop it back in for 5 more minutes. Now we're going to add our crisp mixture. It is oatmeal, brown sugar, vanilla extract, some regular sugar, and if you want to, you can also add some nuts to it. So you're going to want to put that on there, pop it in for 10 minutes, and then pull it back out, put the next layer over it, and then pop it back in for another 10, and then it'll be done. Now to a medium pan on medium-high heat, and put some olive oil in there, and then you're going to get your asparagus. You're going to chop the bottoms off, and that's going to take the white part off and put them in your pan. Then you're going to add garlic and the rest of that seasoning from the fish, and it's going to cook down, and then you're going to add your broth, and you're going to get this, and you're ready to eat. So we have our fish on there, and you take our asparagus, drop that on there, grab a fork so you can rake the couscous so you don't smush it with a spoon, and there you go. As you can see, our berry crisp is done. Once we had that first layer on, it bubbled over and we put some more on there, and it's great. It's perfect to eat. So here's our granola that we're going to use to top it off. So get a spoon and just go on and put that into the bowl. You can see all that, and it's still warm, which is really good. And then I'm going to get our ice cream, and you can just scoop it and put it there off to the side, and then here's your granola, and sprinkle it, and you're done. Yum!
I hope you enjoyed this episode of In the Key of Yum! Remember to go on, subscribe down there, hit that button, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. If you have any suggestions for songs to use or recipes you want me to cook, go on and leave that down there in the comment section. And remember, every time you eat, even if it's a table for one, it should be in the key of yum. See you next time.